The Pathfinder Volume 43 Challenges and Opportunities for Outsourcing CMC Development for Small Biotechs.
In this audiocast, we discuss how outsourcing CMC development work can be a game changer for small biotechs, providing them access to specialized expertise, cost savings, and accelerated product development. However, this path is not without its challenges and risks. Limited resources, including personnel, funding, and infrastructure, can hinder the outsourcing process, making it challenging to identify the right partners and manage the project effectively. Moreover, the lack of in-house expertise and knowledge in regulatory affairs can lead to delays and increased costs. Effective communication and intellectual property protection are paramount to a successful outsourcing venture. This audiocast delves into small biotech's challenges and opportunities when outsourcing CMC development, providing valuable recommendations to navigate this complex landscape. By understanding the obstacles and implementing the right strategies, small biotechs can harness the power of outsourcing to propel their drug development efforts forward, reaching the market faster and more efficiently than ever.
Limited expertise can be a significant challenge for small and emerging biotechs when outsourcing CMC development work. CMC development involves complex processes, such as chemical synthesis, formulation development, and process optimization, which require specialized expertise in areas such as chemistry, engineering, and regulatory affairs. Small biotechs may not have in-house expertise in these areas, making it challenging to identify and evaluate potential CMOS, CROS, and manage the project effectively. In addition, outsourcing CMC development work may require specialized knowledge of the regulatory landscape, including requirements for FDA approval and compliance with good manufacturing practice guidelines. A lack of expertise in regulatory affairs can lead to delays in the regulatory approval process and increased costs. Small biotechs can overcome this challenge by partnering with CMOS, CROS with the necessary expertise and experience in CMC development and regulatory affairs. Before selecting a CMO, CRO, small biotechs should assess their expertise, experience, and regulatory compliance. Additionally, small biotechs should seek to build in-house expertise by recruiting or training personnel with the necessary skills or partnering with academic institutions or other organizations to access specialized expertise. Effective communication between the small biotech and the CMO, CRO is also crucial to ensure that project expectations are met and issues are addressed promptly. Outsourcing has become a common practice among small and emerging biotechs to reduce costs and access specialized expertise. CMC development work, which involves the development and optimization of the manufacturing process, is a critical aspect of drug development. However, outsourcing CMC development work can be challenging and complex, especially for small biotechs. In this article, we will discuss the challenges and opportunities for outsourcing CMC development work for small emerging biotechs. Challenges: lack of resources. Small biotechs often have limited resources, including personnel, funding, and infrastructure. Outsourcing CMC development requires a significant investment of time and resources to identify and select the right CMO or CRO, manage the project, and ensure the quality and regulatory compliance of the work. Limited expertise. CMC development requires specialized expertise in chemistry, engineering, and regulatory affairs. Small biotechs may not have in-house expertise in these areas, making it challenging to identify and evaluate potential CMOS, CROS, and manage the project effectively. Communication. Communication is critical for successful outsourcing. Small biotechs may face challenges communicating their requirements and expectations effectively to the CMO, CRO. Additionally, language and cultural barriers can also pose challenges to effective communication. Intellectual property protection. CMC development often involves transferring proprietary information, including manufacturing processes and formulations. Small biotechs must ensure that their IP is protected during the outsourcing process. Opportunities. Access to specialized expertise. Outsourcing CMC development work allows small biotechs to access specialized expertise in chemistry, engineering, and regulatory affairs, which they may not have in-house. Cost savings. Outsourcing CMC development work can be cost-effective for small biotechs, as they do not have to invest in expensive equipment or infrastructure. Additionally, outsourcing allows small biotechs to avoid the high fixed costs of maintaining a manufacturing facility. Flexibility. Outsourcing provides small biotechs with the flexibility to scale their manufacturing capacity up or down as needed without the risk of underutilized capacity. Regulatory compliance. CMOS, CROS are often experienced in navigating regulatory requirements and can ensure that the CMC development work complies with the relevant regulations. Speed to market. Outsourcing can help small biotechs bring products to market quickly and efficiently. CMOs have established processes and systems to ensure that products are developed and manufactured according to regulatory standards and timelines. Recommendations. Define project scope. Small biotechs should clearly define the project's scope, including the deliverables, timelines, and budget. This will help in identifying potential CMOS, CROS, and in managing the project effectively. Identify and evaluate potential CMOS, CROS. Small biotechs should identify and evaluate potential CMOS, CROS based on their expertise, experience, regulatory compliance, and cost effectiveness. This can be done through an RFP process, which allows small biotechs to compare and evaluate potential CMOS, CROS based on predefined criteria. Establish effective communication. Small biotechs should establish effective communication channels with the CMO, CRO, including regular meetings, progress reports, and feedback mechanisms. This will ensure that the project progresses as planned and that any issues are addressed promptly. Protect intellectual property. Small biotechs should ensure that their IP is protected during the outsourcing process by using confidentiality agreements and by limiting the transfer of sensitive information to a need-to-know basis. The lack of resources can be a significant challenge for small and emerging biotechs when outsourcing CMC development work. Resources can include personnel, funding, and infrastructure. Personnel. Small biotechs often have limited personnel, and those available may already be fully committed to other critical tasks, such as research and clinical trials. As a result, biotech may not have the necessary expertise to manage the outsourcing process or to oversee the work of the CMO, CRO effectively. This can lead to delays, quality issues, and regulatory non-compliance. Funding. CMC development work can be expensive, and small biotechs may not have the necessary funds to invest in the project entirely. In addition to the cost of outsourcing, there may also be costs associated with the transfer of technology and intellectual property, regulatory compliance, and project management. Infrastructure. Developing and manufacturing a new drug requires specialized infrastructure, such as laboratories, manufacturing facilities, and equipment. Small biotechs may not have the infrastructure required to conduct CMC development work in-house, and building or acquiring this infrastructure can be cost-prohibitive. The lack of resources can make it challenging for small biotechs to identify and evaluate potential CMOS, CROS, manage the outsourcing process effectively, and ensure the quality and regulatory compliance of the work. To overcome these challenges, small biotechs may need to prioritize their outsourcing needs, seek funding opportunities, and consider partnering with other organizations to share resources and expertise. Additionally, small biotechs should be clear about their requirements and expectations when selecting a CMO, CRO, and they should establish effective communication channels to manage the outsourcing process effectively. Limited expertise is another significant challenge that small and emerging biotechs may face when outsourcing CMC development work. CMC development involves complex processes, such as chemical synthesis, formulation, process optimization, and regulatory compliance that require specialized expertise. Small biotechs may not have the in-house expertise required to evaluate potential CMOS, CROS, or to manage the outsourcing process effectively. For example, they may lack expertise in chemistry, engineering, and regulatory affairs, which are critical for CMC development. In addition, small biotechs may not have a clear understanding of the regulatory requirements for drug development and manufacturing. This lack of expertise can make it challenging to ensure that the CMO, CRO complies with the relevant regulations, resulting in delays and increased costs. To address the challenge of limited expertise, small biotechs can consider partnering with consultants or contract personnel with the necessary expertise. For example, they can hire consultants with experience in CMC development to assist in selecting a CMO, CRO, or to oversee the outsourcing process. Additionally, small biotechs can leverage industry networks and attend conferences and seminars to learn from experienced professionals and build relationships with potential partners. Overall, the limited expertise of small biotechs can be overcome by partnering with consultants or contract personnel and leveraging industry networks to access the expertise required for the successful outsourcing of CMC development work. Effective communication is crucial for successfully outsourcing CMC development work for small and emerging biotechs. Poor communication can lead to misunderstandings, delays, and quality issues, which can ultimately impact the success of the drug development program. Effective communication involves clear and concise communication of project requirements and expectations, regular updates on project progress, and the establishment of open and transparent channels of communication. Small biotechs should communicate their project requirements and expectations to the CMO, CRO from the outset. This includes outlining project timelines, budgets, and quality expectations. By doing so, small biotechs can ensure that the CMO, CRO understands their needs and can develop a project plan that aligns with them. Regular updates on project progress are also critical to effective communication. Small biotechs should establish regular reporting and communication channels with the CMO, CRO to ensure that they are informed about the status of the project. This can include regular progress reports, teleconferences, and face-to-face meetings. Finally, small biotechs should establish open and transparent communication channels with the CMO, CRO. This involves fostering a culture of collaboration and trust, where issues can be raised and addressed promptly. Small biotechs should also be willing to listen to feedback from the CMO, CRO, and be open to adjusting project plans as needed. IP protection is a critical consideration for small and emerging biotechs when outsourcing CMC development work. Developing a new drug involves significant investments of time and money, and protecting the resulting IP is essential to ensure the long-term success of the company. Outsourcing CMC development work can pose risks to IP protection. The transfer of technology, knowledge, and confidential information to a third-party CMO, CRO can potentially expose the small biotech's IP to theft or misuse. Additionally, the small biotech may not have the necessary legal expertise to ensure that its IP is adequately protected. To mitigate the risks to IP protection, small biotechs should take a proactive approach to IP protection. This can include conducting due diligence. Small biotechs should conduct due diligence to evaluate the CMO, CRO's IP protection policies and procedures. This can include reviewing the CMO, CRO's track record, reputation, and legal agreements. Establishing clear agreements. Small biotechs should establish clear agreements with the CMO, CRO that outline the ownership and use of IP, including any licensing agreements. Protecting confidential information. Small biotechs should protect confidential information, such as using non-disclosure agreements, limiting access to information, and monitoring the use of information. Seeking legal advice. Small biotechs should seek legal advice from experienced IP lawyers to ensure their IP is adequately protected. Monitoring the CMO, CRO. Small biotechs should monitor the CMO, CRO's use of their IP and take action if there is evidence of misuse. Limited expertise can challenge small and emerging biotechs when outsourcing CMC development work. CMC development requires specialized expertise in chemistry, engineering, and regulatory affairs, which small biotechs may not have in-house. As a result, it can be challenging for small biotechs to identify and evaluate potential CMOs, CROs, and manage the project effectively. For example, a small biotech may not have the expertise to evaluate the quality of the manufacturing process proposed by a CMO, CRO, leading to potential quality issues and regulatory non-compliance. Additionally, small biotechs may lack the expertise to effectively manage the outsourcing process, leading to delays and cost overruns. To overcome these challenges, small biotechs may need to seek external expertise in areas lacking. This can be done by hiring consultants or partnering with other organizations that have the necessary expertise. Additionally, small biotechs should prioritize their outsourcing needs and seek out CMOs, CROs that have experience working with similar drugs or technologies. This can help ensure the CMO, CRO has the necessary expertise to meet the biotech's requirements. Effective communication is also crucial for addressing the challenge of limited expertise. Small biotechs should establish clear communication channels with the CMO, CRO, and should ask questions to clarify any areas where they lack expertise. This can help ensure that the CMO, CRO fully understands the biotech's requirements and can provide the necessary expertise to meet those requirements.
Thank you for listening to this audiocast. Are you an emerging biotech or established pharmaceutical company struggling to keep up with the ever-changing landscape of drug regulations? Look no further than Incrisi. We are the leading consulting group helping organizations comply with drug regulations through a comprehensive drug development model incorporating augmented intelligence and data analytics. Our industry experts can guide you through the complex world of compliance, making it more manageable than ever. With our Reimagining Regulatory Pathways services, we can help you design and implement best practices to streamline your operations and ensure you stay in line with current legislation. Our range of services covers regulatory drug development's technical and strategic aspects. Let us help you develop an overall strategy that accounts for all potential risks while still being able to meet your objectives. Visit our website at www.enkrisi.com to learn more and get started on the path to regulatory compliance success.